guys, so I hope that everybody's week has been awesome. Today I want to come to you and talk about a thing that I want to call he's not trash, you're just not listening. So stay tuned and yeah, let's delve into it. Okay guys, so there's so much going on and so much out there about how trash men are. You know, they're dishonest, they're disloyal, they're unfaithful, they're this, they're that. They don't know what they want and they don't know how to communicate and they don't know how to be honest. And there's so much that we say about these guys, but there comes a time when we have to cut them some slack and say, hold on a minute, can all of them really be like this? And see how we as women as well can sometimes contribute to the situation. So I want to share one common mistake that we all make as women. So today's video, if you're a man, if you're a brother, you can listen, but this is sort of a chit chat with my women out there, yeah? So you know how sometimes you meet a guy and he is awesome in all ways. He's sweet, he's gentle, he's kind, he gives you the butterflies. Everything you could have ever wanted in a man, you find in this guy. But Uncle says, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship, or I'm not looking for anything serious right now. Women, we have to start listening to that. When a man says, I'm not ready, they really mean they're not ready. And no amount of you harassing them, you making yourself available, you being their best friend is going to make them ready. One of the mistakes that we make as women is to think that we can somehow make them ready. That if you're wifey enough, if you show that you're wifey enough, it's going to prepare him and make him ready to take that stick with you. Auntie, sis, girlfriend, whatever you want to call yourself. If that guy says, I'm not ready, sis, there's a reason why he's not ready. And the best thing you can do for yourself is to lock that crush or feeling or whatever it is that you're going through at that point. The best thing you can do for yourself is to lock that up and seal it away. Because the moment you start entertaining it and saying, oh, he's not ready, but I can change him. He's not ready, but if I'm consistent enough, it'll make him ready. Sis, the more you do that, the more you're hurting yourself, the more you're building those feelings for him. And the thing with these men is they see it. They really do. They see that you're falling hard and they will let it happen. He doesn't care. He's already told you his piece. He's already said, look, I'm not ready. I'm not looking for anything serious, or, you know, I'm just not prepared to make that step. And you're going out of your way. You're cooking for him, cleaning, doing this, doing this. Some of us will go out of our way to make sure he's comfortable. But have you gone out of your way to check on your own sister or like your mom or your dad? You know, going above and beyond for a man that isn't ready and will not be ready merely by your efforts. If he says, I'm working on my financial status, I'm working on growing up the, corporate ladder, I'm working on securing myself to be a better husband in the future, I'm working on this. If a man says point blank, I'm not ready, we need to start listening as women. There's nothing about you that is going to change him and make him ready. Let me just hit that point again. There is nothing about you, nothing you can do, nothing you can put on, no facade you can put up that is going to force him to be ready. And if by chance it happens that you do all the things that you do and you get into a relationship with this guy, sis, it's not going to be the best relationship. Why? Because this man was not ready to commit in the first place. So there is going to be a lot of frustration because you will be expecting him to do a lot of things that somebody who is ready to make that commitment will be doing. But this man is not ready. So he's not ready to commit to those things. He's not ready to do those things for you, which is why I said earlier, the best thing you can do for yourself to reduce hurt, pain and save your dignity is to lock those feelings away and either walk away, seal it up, and just stay friends. A lot of the time we look at the story of how Adam was created and how God put him in charge of the garden to tend to all the life, and he had authority, you know. So he was a man that was working, he had authority, he had a relationship with God, and this was a man that was ready. And so God said it's not good for this man to be alone. And a lot of the time we look at guys that, you know, have all those nice qualities that we look for, but in all honesty, they're not tending to a garden, or they don't have work for themselves. They don't have something that they're like, this is my life's work, this is something that I'm proud of. Or sometimes they're not there in their relationship with God, or other times it might just be that other things are stopping them from being the man that they know they need to be in order to have a family. And I feel like we need to start valuing guys like that a bit more, rather than turning them into monsters. We need to value the guy that will say, I'm actually not ready, I'm actually not looking for a relationship. We tend to demonize them and say, well, if you weren't looking for a relationship, why were you talking to me? They told you from the start they weren't looking for a relationship. You stayed. You let them know that it was okay, that you were happy to go through the treatment or to go through the motions of whatever it was that was happening. And sis, if you're not okay with it, the best thing for you to do is walk away. We need to start listening, and listening properly, not listening to hear what we want to hear, not listening because, oh my goodness, this is a man that has so many goals and so many dreams, and yeah, this is the man that I've prayed for, he definitely ticks all my boxes. Yeah, he ticks all your boxes, but he's not ready to jump into the box with you. He's not ready to jump the box with you. He's not. So leave him, go find another person. And one of the things that I've really come to learn as well, and I strongly believe this, is that there is no one size fits you and only you. There is a certain characteristic that will work for the kind of person that you are. And perhaps that's what you need to be looking for in other guys that are ready, in other guys that are not trying to find themselves, in other guys that are not trying to play the field and figure out who they are as a man. Because sometimes that's what we'll be going for, the people that are trying to figure out who they are as a man. And when we get disappointed, that's when we come out with our men are trash stories. But really, Uncle said he wasn't ready from the beginning. So women, let's start listening to our men. Let's pay attention to the words they use and the actions they portray when they're around us. It will let you know that he's not ready. And if he's not ready, sis, like I said, lock those feelings, seal them away, or move on to the next person that's ready. If you are ready, yeah? It's not that you should even be going and chasing people, though. It's not. But if you feel like, I'm ready, I want to get into this thing, since there are plenty of other guys that will come your way. You don't have to keep going after this one guy that's not ready. You don't have to keep humiliating yourself and hurting yourself and causing yourself so much pain, or because this one guy ticks your boxes, and so because you found him, no other guy will do. Let's stop doing that to ourselves, and let's start listening to these men, because sometimes they're not actually trash, it's that we're just not listening. So I'm going to leave you with that to reflect and think about over the week, and hopefully we'll see each other again next week. Mwah.